What's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be trying out this Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation along with this Urban Decay All-Nighter Concealer. So I did purchase both of these products a couple weeks ago already. I actually did a review on a Sephora and Ulta haul, which I will go ahead and link down below in case you guys haven't watched it. And I did order both of these products, and I have been trying out these products for a couple of weeks already because I wanted to try it on and see how I liked it or what I felt worked best for me, what type of combination with these products, and then actually let you guys know how I felt about it. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with this Nars foundation. This retails for $49, and let me pull up the Sephora website. So this is $49 at Sephora. I actually got this in the shade Fiji. So this is it right here. I like the packaging a lot. It's sleek. It has like a black matte cap, and it's just like, you know, it's actually a glass bottle. So it feels like nice and luxurious. $50 is kind of like a high-end price for foundation, but I enjoy this product a lot. So I believe there's about 33 maybe to 35 shades in this for this foundation, and I have the color Fiji, which I think matches pretty nice with my skin color. And I do usually like to go a little bit for more of a yellow undertone and maybe a little bit darker than what my actual neck is, because I do feel like my face is way lighter than like the rest of my body, if you guys can tell. So that's the shade that I got. The Sephora website says it is medium to full coverage for sensitive, normal, and dry skin types. It says it's a natural finish, and then it says this foundation with up to 16 hours of lightweight, natural, fade resistant wear, featuring full power radiance to smooth the look of skin. So let's go ahead and try this out. I'm gonna go ahead and put some primer on. I did try this foundation with like a hydrating primer, and after a few hours I did get pretty shiny throughout like my T-zone. So I don't think that that's what worked best for me, but I do have oily combination skin, so that could just be my skin. I then tried it out with the Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Primer, and I felt like this helped the shine control a little bit better. And this is a mattifying, pore blurring, and invisible finish primer. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this one. I'm just gonna take a bit, just about like this much, and I'm gonna take that, put it all over. And I have washed and moisturized my face before this. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and do one side of my face with my Artiste brush, and then I'm going to do the other side with my L'Oreal Beauty Sponge, which is dampened already. So once you open the foundation, this is what it looks like. It does have a pump, which I think is pretty cool. And you don't need a lot. I'm going to start off with maybe like 4 pumps, which that's how much about 4 pumps is. And then I'm going to go ahead and dot it one side of my face. And I'm going to go ahead and start this side with the Artiste brush. Okay, so this is what one side of my face looks like with the foundation, and this is no foundation on this side. So I think the coverage is great. I do have a lot of pigmentation on my skin. I have some acne scars, and my skin tends to be just more like on the red side because of my acne. So I do think that it does a great job at covering up. And that was just one layer of foundation, and that was actually with the brush, which I even think the Beauty Blender does a better job working with the foundation. So that's what that looks like. It looks beautiful on my skin. It looks like I have healthy skin. It looks like I'm glowing, and I really do like it. So I'm going to go ahead and take the rest of the foundation and put it on the other side, and then we'll do that one with the beauty sponge. Okay, so this is how the other side looks, and this is the side with the Beauty Blender. I just kind of prefer the Beauty Blender side a little bit better, but I think it might be because I'm so used to always doing my foundation with a Beauty Blender. I think the brush side looks great as well, but I think the Beauty Blender side has a little bit more coverage to it. So as far as the foundation goes on my skin, it looks great. I think it looks healthy. It doesn't look patchy. My skin doesn't look dry, and it doesn't look super heavy either. It does sit really nice, and I think even throughout the day, it gets a little bit better. I did wear this a couple of times, and I did notice that after a few hours, it really starts to sink into my smile lines, which can happen with some of the other foundations that I have. But this one was like maybe after 2 to 3 hours. That was the only bad thing about it. And like I said, when I didn't use a mattifying primer, I did get pretty like shiny throughout the day, and I did have to blot my face, which I also have some foundations that don't do that, but I love how it looks on my skin. Like, I really, really like it. I don't think that I would wear this on a day where I know I'm gonna be outside in the sun for too much, because I do think that it could get pretty oily or messy and maybe come off a little bit. So I don't know how long wearing it is, at least on my skin, but I do have oily combinations, so I'm not sure if that's just something that affects the foundation. But other than that, I really do still like it a lot. So this can be maybe like an everyday type of foundation, or if I'm just going to work or just do a few errands and I know that I'm not going to be really outside or where the sun's going to hit me too much or where I can start getting a little bit shiny, I'm definitely going to go ahead and wear this. So this one, definitely recommend. I love it. I love how it looks, and I'm going to keep using it. So for the concealer that I'm going to be trying out, this is the Urban Decay. This is the All-Nighter Waterproof Full Coverage Concealer. And I have some thoughts on this concealer. So let's go ahead and check the website out. I believe I ordered this from Ulta. This is $29, and I believe they have 14 shades in this concealer. And this is in the shade Fair Warm, and I believe that's their lightest shade, because the next one up is Fair Neutral. So this is what it looks like, and it's a companion to the All Nighter foundation. I do have the All Nighter foundation, and I really do like it. I can look really heavy on my skin, so I don't wear it as often, but it's great coverage, and I do think it lasts a long time. This is how the applicator looks. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think it's like really tiny, and I think after a couple of uses it could be really hard to like get product out of the tube with this applicator. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. Other than the applicator though, I do not like this concealer at all. Like, I tried it on a couple of times, and usually with like my regular routine, I will go my Shape Tape concealer. I'll go ahead and put some on my eye, under my other eye, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, my forehead, and I can go to blend it after all of that, and it'll blend out easily. With this one, when I tried to do that, it dried up so fast, and it was so hard to blend out. Like, it looked patchy under my eye. I also don't think that the coverage is great. I think it's really dry, it's hard to blend out, and it's just not my favorite. So I'm still gonna go ahead and put it on, and I'm gonna do it as if however I would put my regular concealer with a tape shape concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some down and some on my chin. And I always apply this with my beauty blender.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take that.
Right now I'm trying to blend out the concealer on my forehead, and it's kind of like drying up weird. I don't know if you guys can see it. I look super pale on camera, but trust me guys, I don't look like this in actual real life. So that's how the concealer looks. I feel like it just makes my under eyes look super heavy and like you can tell that I have makeup on. And since I drag it down a little bit down towards here and then I kind of go to the side, I also feel like it even emphasizes my pores right here in this area. So I just don't really like it. I think you might be able to go off with this concealer without having to set your under eyes. But I don't know, I think I'm just so in love with the Tarte Shape Tape that no concealer can beat it. So I don't really like it. I don't think you need it if you have the sharp tape. I don't think that you need it if you have another concealer that you already like. I just recommend sticking to that. This is definitely a pass for me. I can't really see myself using it. But I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and stick to my Tarte Shape Tape because that one is amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup and then I will be back. And this is what the foundation and the concealer look like. I love this foundation. Honestly, I love how it looks on my skin. I think the coverage is great. I think it looks natural and radiant as it says on the title of the foundation or the name of the foundation. So I really do like it. For the concealer, I do feel like the under eyes look a little bit heavy and cakey. Like you can tell that there's something sitting on there, which obviously we all know I have makeup on, but I do feel like you can just see the texture of that like heavy dry concealer on it. So that's how it looks. For my final thoughts, I definitely recommend the Nars foundation, so you guys need to get up and go buy it or order it right away because I think it's awesome. And for the concealer, sorry Urban Decay this time. I don't know, I mean, if you guys want to go buy it, go ahead, you do you, but for me this is a total pass. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys have tried either of these products and let me know if you guys liked it or what your thoughts are on it. Thanks guys.